usually peaceful Dorset countryside saw an explosion of music this weekend, as thousands gathered to bang the drum in celebration of the foundation of modern-day British trade unionism. But 190 years on, since the Tolpuddle martyrs were deported for demanding better wages, today's trade union leaders say they too are up for a new fight with this new Labour government, if needed on the issue of public sector pay.
This new government has got to look very seriously at what the STRB has said, and has got to ensure that it finds the money that's necessary.
I heard Rachel Reeves said that there are costs to not giving that money. We have got an independent review body apparently. It was ignored by the last government, so we're really hoping that this government won't ignore what they're being advised to do.
This government needs to really look to see where the priorities are within society, and at the moment there's not enough money being spent on education.
The independent pay review bodies are recommending a 5.5% pay increase for nearly 2 million teachers and NHS workers. This is well above the current rate of inflation at 2%, and also well above the 1 to 3% increase that the Labour government had budgeted for. Economists are warning that if the pay rise was replicated across all public sector workers, the total bill might hit £10 billion. But the Chancellor has given the strongest hint yet that despite the cost, she would agree to the pay settlements.
At the moment, we are looking at those pay review body recommendations, doing the analysis, and we will work with public sector workers on that. And later this month, we will make announcements around public sector pay. But we also know that there is a cost to not settling, a cost of further industrial action, a cost in terms of the challenge that we face in recruiting and retaining doctors and nurses and teachers.
Though for Jeremy Hunt, the man who ran the Treasury until a couple of weeks ago, an argument that big pay increases are not the answer.
If you are prepared to show restraint on public sector pay, as we did last year, if you're prepared to be ambitious on public sector productivity, as I was in the budget, and you're prepared to do welfare reform, which was glaringly absent from the King's speech, if you do those three things, it's perfectly possible to balance the books.
Tomorrow, MPs return to Westminster, where the economy takes centre stage in the King's Speech debate. And while ministers may bemoan the state of public finances, they now have to take the difficult decisions. Can they find the money public sector workers want, or will the unions once again be on the march? And with a promise to make a decision by the middle of next week, time is running out.